Hey, it's Seth, founder of Momentum U here. Today we're kicking off a series, and today's mostly going to be just trying to get you thinking about this topic. So we're going to do a three-part series on businesses booming. One of the things that I've found when I've talked to businesses and have had strategy calls and have done coaching is, again, there's two types of businesses that we're seeing. We're seeing one that's been severely affected by COVID and everything that's happening, and the other one has done very well. They've been doing well, and businesses booming. So we want to look at that example and say, what should you be doing in your business if you're this business? And ironically, this has scared a lot of business owners to death about, what do I do and what am I missing? So we're going to cover some of those topics of what's going on in a business when it's booming. What are some things that are hiding? That's going to be in week 2. So a good series here. It's going to be short and sweet. We're not going to go super long with this, but we just want to cover a couple topics that hopefully are helpful. First, when you think about business that's booming, and we're talking about in the COVID era. So we're talking about from 2020 going into 2021. Business was booming in 2020. What is happening there? What really took place? And one of the things that I've found with business owners is the awareness part. And if you follow, I encourage you to pick up one of the copies of my books, Momentum, where mindset meets strategy. But awareness is the foundation of momentum. So when you look at an organization that is doing really well, again, very popular topic because there are businesses that are doing well. One of my close friends was talking about, his experience in business and how they haven't been traveling. So because they haven't been traveling, the amount of expense has been cut, which made their business look like they're doing very well. But it's not sustainable in the long term as far as, are they going to be able to keep it going and keep their customers if they're not on the road and selling to their customers? So business is booming, and that's great. The question that I want you to think about is, what did you do to cause it? What did you do to make your business boom? And I want you to think about that for a minute. What was it? What is it? Was it anything, or was it just environmental factors? Was it COVID? Everybody had to stay home. You're in construction, you're in home improvement. So naturally they want to do remodeling. Naturally they want a swimming pool. Naturally they want to do an addition. Naturally they want improve their outdoor living spaces. So what did you do? So that's one. Now, depending on how you answer that question is kind of the next question. But if you didn't do anything and it just happened, that's pretty scary. Because what that tells me, and when I get on a call with somebody, I'm giving you some insight right here. When I get on a call with somebody and they didn't plan that, which you couldn't, you can't plan it. If you would, you'd be a billionaire because you could have saved lives, you could have helped people, you could have really done a lot of good. But if you didn't plan it, then it's about investigating and bringing awareness to what happened and why it happened and how you're going to move forward from that. One of the mistakes that I've seen businesses continue to make is rushing to serve the customers that for the demand, but they're not analyzing and they don't have any concept of if they believe the demand will rise. Now, you can serve the customers, but what I mean by that is, what about going out and getting an expensive piece of equipment that you have a 5-year payment on, and the boom is only going to be for 18 months? It doesn't make sense if you buy something new and you take a hit on it. So making great financial decisions. What is your plan now with everything that's going on? Now we know a lot about the situation, and business maybe for you has been booming. How are you going to keep that up? And how are you not going to allow to be so busy that you don't plan for the next period of time? How much time have you actually taken to evaluate the impacts? So I know, this is no secret, but with restaurant businesses and they made adjustments to their takeout and how they handle stuff and mobile orders. Are you innovating and understanding that if this is the new reality, and not that we want to accept that, and not that we want to say that this is the right thing or the wrong thing or make it political or anything, but if just on a global scale, viruses are something that we have to be more concerned about. Whether or not that's what you believe or not, that's not what I'm getting at. But as a business owner, what are you doing to prepare if there's shutdowns again? One of my clients is a contractor, and we talked about a strategy of how he converts and starts to build up some income of selling some of his stuff for home improvements directly to people that need it. So now, is this going to change the world? Absolutely not. Is it going to make him rich? I mean, it's possible. But the idea is having a contingency plan, having a plan that you put into place when something happens again. Let's say a lockdown happens again, whatever it may be. So business is booming. If it is, it's about making adjustments and making sure that you understand why it is. And if it wasn't because of your plan, that's a scary place to be, because that means you're riding the wave. And as soon as the wave goes away, so does the business. So if your business is booming and you really didn't do anything directly for it, now is the perfect time to make sure that you're looking at it and making sure that you keep it going, even if the market changes a little bit. So again, I'm not going to go into too many things today, but I just want you to think about, was your plan the reason that your business boomed? And if it wasn't, I really want you to dive into understanding, how are you going to keep that going if the market changes and drops in the next 18 months or 12 months, or maybe it keeps the same. But you as a business owner have to have the understanding of what's happening and how you can make sure you're successful. I would invite you to book a strategy call with my team. Please book a strategy call and talk about, and they'll ask you the questions you might not have thought about. And it changes your thinking. It gives you a new perspective. So I'll there's a link in the thing. Book a call with them, talk to them, and see if they give you some new insight to your business. If we can help you, I'd be happy to do that. But business is booming. That's a good thing. It's time to celebrate, but it's also time to dig in and understand what is going on. And I'll give you an example with businesses. There's two types of businesses. When things are going well, they don't need any assistance. They got it. They have plenty of customers. They're super busy. But on the other hand, if business is doing poorly and they don't have the money, or they're short on it, then they're short on money and they can't do the problem. There's never a right time to really dive in and evaluate your business, except for right now. It's always right now. You should be doing it at all times, whether it's up or down, because that's what's going to keep you up. So I invite you to book a call with my team. I'd be happy to set that up. Check in the links, book a call, dive a little bit deeper in your business, and understand maybe what are the pitfalls when business is booming. Next week, I'm going to be covering what some of those specific pitfalls are, what you should be looking for, but don't wait. Book a call right now if you can. I would appreciate it. Go to mymomentumbook.com if you want to buy a copy of my book. And you can also book a call with my team to go and talk about your business. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Wherever you're listening, enjoy your day. Make it great.